I had just said into the microphone that he was my best friend at my best friend's funeral when suddenly his father yanked me off the stage and slammed me into the front pew. The impact made my head ring, and the note cards for my eulogy scattered across the church floor. Before I could even process what was happening, his father was on top of me, throwing punches while people screamed. "You have no right to speak about Henry," he roared. "You killed my son." Two men pulled him off me while his wife pointed at me with a trembling finger. "Murderer," she whispered. Henry's brother stepped forward, his voice as cold as ice. "We know you gave him those pills. We know you were there that night when he died, and you did nothing." The funeral director suggested I leave before someone called the police. I looked around at the faces I had known my entire life, and every single one of them stared at me like I was some kind of disease. My own parents were sitting 3 rows back, and my father couldn't even look me in the eye. I left without saying a word. The next morning, someone had spray painted the word "freak" on my car. The coffee shop where I worked fired me before I could even step through the door. My girlfriend had left all my belongings on her porch with a note that read, "Never contact me again." When I tried to explain that I had never given Henry any pills, that I wasn't even there when he died, people looked at me with such hatred that eventually I stopped trying to defend myself. Then my parents sat me down and calmly told me that I should leave town until things settled down. My mother's hands shook as she poured coffee, and my father still couldn't meet my eyes. They never once asked whether I had actually done it. I packed my car and drove until I reached a town where nobody knew my name. I got a job at a warehouse where no one asked questions, and slowly I started building something that resembled a new life. I made friends, but I kept everyone at a distance. How could I tell anyone that my best friend had died, and everyone believed I had killed him? 5 years passed slowly, and the pain became something I could live with. But there was always an emptiness where Henry used to be, where my family used to be, where the memories of my entire life once lived. Last month, I was moving apartments and packing my bookshelf when a poetry book fell to the floor. Henry had given it to me for my birthday a year before he died. I had thanked him, placed it on the shelf, and never opened it. When the book hit the ground, an envelope slipped out. My name was written on it in Henry's handwriting. The letter had been written 3 days before his death. If you're reading this, then something has happened to me, and you need to know the truth. My hands trembled as I held the pages. Henry wrote that he had been volunteering at a care facility where he met a man named Joseph, who had been paralyzed in a hit-and-run accident 20 years earlier. I was helping with his physical therapy when he told me the story of